So welcome, Ego, the skill provider. So let me tell you, my friends, I've already informed you many a times in the past. Two things can give you the most needed momentum to speak English fluently and confidently. And what is that? Phrasal verb collocation. Collocation is an extension process of rectifying the mistakes that you normally commit, that normally you make whenever you are trying to do some translation process. You follow some translation process, right? जो translation process करती like that's a that's a normal happens with everybody. Even after trying for 1 or 2 months, you still resort to the translation process. Translation process tar jo loopholes achi, whatever the loopholes you are getting, that can be rectified through collocation. And collocation is something called speak English naturally. But let me tell you, phrasal verbs is another, or you are going to add another feathers to your spoken English. That is called phrasal verbs. So phrasal verbs, let me tell you that has been misconceived most of the time. Why? Because we always feel phrasal verbs are only for written communication. But let me tell you, my friends, phrasal verbs are very much there for spoken English, and there are certain phrasal verbs are there. You cannot avoid it. You have to know the meaning of phrasal verb to speak English. So what is more important? That's why we have to focus phrasal verbs also, right? So today I have taken a very good phrasal verbs for you, and whatever the phrasal verbs I'm going to take with you or trying to discuss with you, that is of paramount importance because you guys have been using it quite frequently, day to day. Like it happens every day. Okay. So here is the phrasal verbs before. I'm going to share the screen. This is my phrasal verbs today. Okay. Pick. Pick is the phrasal verb. And believe me, this pick phrasal verbs, you can find it every time. Okay. You are going to use it every time. So what you have taken it? Pick off, pick out, pick at, and pick through. They are the four kind of phrasal verbs normally used very frequently. आपण माने एटा को बहुत बहुल भाବରେ व्यवहार करंती. You have been using it. Okay. Maybe you are missing out something. Like phrasal verbs, let me tell you, once I'll discuss everything, then I'll share some tips also. The first one, pick up. एटा तो आपण सदाळे कहउछंती ओडिया रे लगे कहि दउछंती कोन कहउछंती आपण जे मु जाउछि टिके से मो मिसेस सेठ अछंती पिकअप करिया पई कि मो झियो की पुओ स्कूल रे पढुछि मु पिकअप करिया पई जाउछि तो व्हाट इज पिकअप व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड आपण सुनते दिस इज पिकअप वैन सो व्हाट इज पिकअप मींस टू लिफ्ट एंड होल्ड समथिंग और somebody we have to lift or hold somebody that is called pickup. Okay. So pickup can happen आपण जेतले जणको गाडी रे उठिया पय जाउछि त माने मु गाडी रे तको नबा पय आछि so that is called pickup. So pickup can be used in two ways. That's quite interesting. The first one is called that you have been using for quite some time. आपण सेटा यूज करछन्ती एवरीडे बेसिस इन आपण ओडिया रे कहउछन्ती बट सेही वर्ड टा को पिकअप कहि दउछन्ती. आपण भी एमती कहउछन्ती धरंतु मो फ्रेंड होउछन्ती अरविंद सर हम सर को रिक्वेस्ट कर सर मते पिकअप कर देबे आज. So obviously you have been using a pickup word is very common and versatile. You can use it anywhere. But let me tell you that I have to pick up my son from school. I have to pick up my wife. I have to pick up my friends like that you have been using. But the second one is very important. To resume something after a break. To resume something after a break. Suppose you have taken a break. Let me tell you. Day before yesterday or yesterday, we learned something called, what you have learned? Something called collocation. And today we are learning something called phrasal verb. So there is a gap, there is a break. If I am going again tomorrow collocation, then I can say how I will introduce my the chapter. Friends, like let's pick up collocation where we have left. Or let me give you the example. We'll pick up our conversation after launch. Launch पूर्वरु धरंतु आमे गोटे up to 1 we are trying to have a discussion, but it's you आपन मीटिंग भी चली थिवो, मीटिंग चली थिवो आपन बॉस कहबे ठीक अछि बाबू बर्तमान 1 o'clock हे गलानी, let's have your lunch and come back. So how can you say, let's pick up our conversation. Pick up means we have to resume where we have left. आपण स्टडी करूछंती, आपण किछि पढंती, तापर आपण खाइबा को जानती आसंती, that is called pick up. Suppose ebe mu apan 5 minutes break nebi, I'm going to take 5 minutes break from you. So how can I say, guys, like we'll pick up where I have left after 5 minutes. So pick up is a very common phrasal verb because it's a day to day life. Apan dekhuntu apan jo काम करंती interruption happens unknowingly or knowingly. So in that, suppose आपण बसचंती, आपण गोटे गेस्ट पळे आसिले, आपण कोन कोन ठीक अछि गेस्ट आसले हम पर कथा हबा. So what you can say, let's pick up our discussion once the guest they left they're going to leave our place. You can say like this. So pick up means you can use in two ways. The first one is called to hold somebody or to lift somebody, that is called pick up, that you have been using. I have nothing to explain about that particular things. But the second one is quite interesting. And what is that? The second one is something called to resume something after a break. And the break happens knowingly or unknowingly. Sometimes it happens interruption. You can say break or interruption. So in that particular situation, you can say, let's pick up our discussion. Let's pick up our lessons. Let's pick up our study. Okay, you can say to somebody. So that's why to resume something after a break, we'll pick up our conversation after the lunch, like that. Okay, tamane gote काम चाली थिबो and there is a break or interruption, you call it interruption. तापर आपण चाहिए जे you have to discuss. जेमति मु कहली हमें for the last 4 days, we have been learning something called collocation, but today phrasal verb. So there is a interruption or break happens. So tomorrow, if I again revert to our old collocation, lesson, then I can say, guys, let's pick up. Pick up mane kon, where we have left, from there we have to start. That's called pick up. So pick up can be used two ways. Okay, so look at the things. आमे जदि कहिबा जे जदि सेही सेंटेंस तक मु कहि थांती, if I could have been say like this, how, like, guys, like I think I have taught you like this, let's start from there. Look, it's a very clumsy thing, but let's pick up from there. Mu kahithili it is something called less effort, effortless talking. आपण phrasal verb use करिवार उद्देश्य कोन जानछंती? If you are not going to use phrasal verbs, nothing, you are not going to guillotine, you are not going to be hanged. So it is why it is essential, because it gives you there is no effort at all. Effortlessly, आपण गोटे word सुनते effortlessly. Effortlessly माने you are not putting that much of effort. There is no zero effort at all, but there will be effort. Effortlessly माने जोटा हमें कुछ very smoothly. This gives you that much of smoothness. आपण जेतल कहिबे गोटे word टे कहिबे एटे, like let's resume something after the break. Let's resume our discussion after this break or after the lunch. But let's pick up our discussion after the lunch. देखो केते सुंदर लागिला एटा. So it gives you that much of it's add beauty to your talking. मो बारंबार आपन कहूची डेटा जिंस को आपन सदाल ध्यान देबे. Whether you are a first timer or you have some experience in spoken English, it doesn't matter. Always give two things. One is called collocation. It is going to add value to your communication skill, and this guy is going add beauty to your communication. One is going to add value. What is that collocation? It is going to add value, because value means whenever you speak, everything should be error free. Collocation means error free speaking. You know very well. I am doing mistake. Oh my God, that's wrong. I am making mistake. That is called error free English. That means whenever something error free, that gives you value. And this is something called, it will add beauty to your talking. So value plus beauty, that becomes a formidable combination, my friends. मु सेति पय आपन को आपन दुईटा को चाहंतु यूज करे. It's pretty easy also, my friends. Don't feel it's too difficult for you. but little bit of effort can put you somewhere else. And let me tell you, sky is the limit for you. You can do it. Okay. So this is something called, it will give you an effortless speaking. That is called effortless spoken English. Very effortlessly you can speak. Let's pick up the conversation. Let's resume the conversation from where we have left after the break. Now, second, I will just pick up our conversation after the break. Suppose, like right now, suppose Arvind sir, Muktikant is my friend. We are discussing something. He's a teacher. I'm also a teacher. We are trying to discuss about a school. So, a very next minute, I can say, Muktikant sir, it is possible. Can I pick up our discussion after the launch? Can you resume our discussion where we have left after the launch? No, it's not looks natural. Effort is there. So I don't want you guys should speak English effortlessly, smoothly. Man, जो थरे आपन को add value. It's looks very charming. आपन किसी value लगे, right? So it's just like a colored photo and a black and white photo. Whenever you are using collocation and other things, it's just like you are trying to make your photo so beautiful, appear so charming, right? So it apan kori paribe. It's not like it's too much difficult. I am showing you the way, so you can do that. But you should follow certain practice. It is something about practice, nothing else. Okay. Right now, put out I think first one is correct. Okay, fine. Let me complete everything. Then I'll come to you. You have any doubt? The second one, I request everybody please mute it, please. Please mute it. It's always a problem because I can't concentrate on teaching. Okay. The next one is something called pick up. Pick up is something called choose something or somebody from among a group of things of people. Right? So let me tell you, you are going to a mall. Why? To purchase something. Are you straight away going and purchasing anything? Straight away picking up? No, it never happens. Upon coaching pick up, no, you are not picking up. You are picking out there. What is the difference? Let me tell you. Upon the mall ku jauchanti, let me give a very classic scenario. Mall ku janti. You are normally going to a mall. What exactly happens? What exactly you do? Upon sete kon karanti. Upon choose karanti sete, right? Normally you choose. A color nebi, seta nebi, you are trying to just a trial room re upon check karanti. You do a lot of permutation combination, look at the price, whether it is allowing your budget or not. After that, you choose the best one for you. So that is called pick out, nothing else. So every day you guys are supposed to use this one. So choose something or somebody from among a group of things or people. You are trying to pick out your best friend. Upon the first time college janti. Upon pratham dina best friend he janti. Never, it never happens. You know that always you are trying to mingle with a lot of. Upon देखते आपनकर nature सहित कार माने mentality खाप खोज. Even it's an office also. Though you are colleagues, suppose आमे 20 जन एटे colleague अच्छे. I'm sure आमे working X company पे आमे काम करछे. Do you think that all are good friends of everybody? No, it's not like that. There may be some दोस्त थाई गुटे दीटा भीतर थाई. Why? You are trying to pick out. So this is something called choosing. Choose. पसंद करिया जोठा आसीगला. It's a kind of choice, right? So you are going to a mall. You are trying to check out all the warboards, this one, that one. After that, you are taking one only or two max. So that thing you are trying to choose from a group of things. Friendship happens with one or two guys. After you are trying to mingle with a lot of body, you are trying to fight on the character, character and everything. So that is called pick out. Look at that. Please pick out the prettiest flowers of the event. So can you just pick out the best, shirt for me? Can you just pick out the best trousers for me? Like that. So pick out means that, you are trying to choose among a lot of things are there. Apan agar bahut choice, mane achi, options are there. Option ro, apan gote choose kariye. That is called pick out. That is something different from pick up. Dekhantu, pick out, apan laguchi pick out kar debi. No, pick up and pick out two different things. Here, pick up means you are trying to lift somebody or hold somebody, or you are trying to resume a conversation. But here, you are trying to have a choice. Like, I have I have 5 books available right now. Upon to janna, suppose upon jauchundi gote book kinia pe, gote story book kinia pe. Just so what if you are trying to just check out all the things? Okay, you find one. Okay, I want to pick it up. I just picked out a book. You can say, hey, I picked out a book. You have taken a book. Yes, I picked it out. What do you mean? Means you have choose something here. The word choose should be there. So that is why please help me pick out the prettiest flowers for the evening. Please help me to get. I have picked. I just yesterday I went to the mall and picked out the best sweaters for me. It's winter, I said it. So like that you have to see. So this is called pick out. Whenever there's a, you are trying to choose. You can say also about person. I have not given the example due to lack of space, but let me give you an example here itself. Upon empty koibe, like I mingled with a lot of people, but I picked out Ajay sir as my best friend. So like that, picked out, choose somebody among many people, or choose something among many things. Like that, this is called pick out. Okay. Right now, let me go to the third one. That is called pick at. So pick at, forget about the description. Let me give an example. Upon dekhibe, most of the time, whatever has been given to you, upon total khantin. Due to different reasons, maybe you are not hungry, or you don't feel eating this much of things. So you take a portion of something or a little bit of something. So that is called pick at. Okay. So pick at means to eat only a small amount of food that has been short because you are not hungry or you don't feel that much of things. Your appetite is died out. Anything. That we got a region. The regions can be many, but you are taking a small portion of something. So that is something called pick at. Look at the things. Don't pick at your breakfast. We have to travel a long distance. Bhavantu Muktikan sir, we are trying to plan to go somewhere else by bike. Bike ram it's a 200 kilometers away. So suppose we are having a roadside dava go touch. Say de sar more tiffin no. And that time Muktikan sir is taking little bit things. I say, why you are picking out? Don't pick at, don't, whatever the breakfast is given to you or you're supposed to take the full things, not the portion of things, because we have to travel a long distance. So as you are traveling a long distance, maybe food is not available on the way to that particular destination. So please make your stomach full. You can say like this. So pick at means, that means to take a portion of the thing or little bit of something. Sometimes your mom gets angry with you. Hey, why you're not keeping all things? So I don't want. Why you are? He is always picking at food. Picking at food. तामाने जहाँ दिया जाऊँची कम खाऊँची. अपन ताको English रे कौन कोई कहते? He is not taking the full things that has been given to. Very odd. भलो सुबह जाओ. How you can say? He is always, he is just a guy. He always picks at the food. Picks at the food. तामाने जो खाद्य दिया जाऊँची तार अल्प जिनिस खाऊँची. It happens with a lot of people. You might be angry. Apan ko pila jodi thibo apan ko thibo, but sometimes your mom gets angry. Why you are not taking most of the stomach full food? It is create a lot of problems in the future. So pick at means like whenever you are trying to eat or take a small portion of the small amount of food that you have been served, or because I have just written sometimes like you are not hungry, something like that. Okay. The second one is called peek through. Peek through means like suppose you are trying to search some things. You are trying to search some things. Why you are searching for some things? ଆପଣ କଣ ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ ସର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରନ୍ତି କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ପାଇବା ପାଇଁ, that is called pick through. ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷକୁ ସର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରନ୍ତି like suppose ଆପଣ let me forget about everything. ଆପଣଙ୍କର you have some book set is there or something is there. ଆପଣଙ୍କ dining room ରେ କିଛି ଅଛି ବା ଆପଣଙ୍କ जोटा आमे कहूचे ड्राइंग रूम रे किछि रखिछंती and you guys are completely not, you are trying to get something but you are not getting. तो सेही समय आपण कोन करन, what exactly you do? What exactly you do? You do the same things. You are trying to pick through. You are trying to आपण से बहिडा घंटा घंटी करंती like to find out something, right? आपण गोटे बहि रखिछंती. This is something called, I have not files, it is a piles of book. Let me tool piles of book. I'm putting it here. This is something called piles of book. Okay, so what is that? Let me answer that, don't worry. Okay, so to search carefully to find something, whenever you are trying to search some things to get something, that is something called you are searching carefully for something. Just check it out. I spent the whole morning picking through the piles of, not files of book, piles of book to get my diary. Maybe your diary was somewhere else inside the books. You are searching, you are searching very carefully. Okay, so here peek through, I mean peek through means you are searching something carefully. Pick out means you are also searching but you are choosing. ଆପଣ ସେଇଠି ଆପଣ କହିବେ ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ଯଦି ପିକ୍ ଆଉଟ୍ ପିକ୍ ଥ୍ରୁ ଭିତରେ ଟିକେ ଡିଫରେନ୍ସ ମତେ କହିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। ଲେଟ୍ ମି ଟେଲ୍ ୟୁ, ଆପଣ ମଲ୍ କୁ ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି, you are choosing, you are not searching, କାରଣ ଆପଣ କିଛି ଛାଡ଼ି ନାହାନ୍ତି ସେଇଠି, it's a new things for you. try to you know distinguish the difference. ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ମଲ୍ କୁ ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି, ଆପଣ ସେଠି ଛାଡ଼ିକି କିଛି ଆସିନଥିଲେ, it's a new things for you, you are trying to pick up, pick out a dress for you. So ସେଇଠି ଆପଣ choosing ଟା, the word choose is very important. But whenever you left something somewhere, suppose like ଆପଣଙ୍କ drawer ରେ ଆପଣ କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ରଖିଦେଇଛନ୍ତି, what exactly you are doing? You can say I spent the whole morning or I am spending almost 1 hour picking through the drawers to find out the lost key. ଆପଣ ଚାବିଟି କୋଉଠି ହଜେଇ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି, and for that you are trying to pick through. Pick through means like you are trying to search some things, you are picking through some things. I'm picking through my entire bedroom to find out some things, like that. So pick through means to search carefully to find something. Pick up, it has two meaning. Let me paraphrase for you everything, then I'll take a question. So something called pick up. Pick up means to hold somebody or lift somebody. I'm going to pick up my father who is at railway station right now. Oh, my mom is coming from Burger today, so I have to pick up him at 3 o'clock, so I will not be available, guys. Like that you can say. The second thing is that you can use pick up for something that you want to resume after a break. Okay, guys, so let's do one. Let you go home. I'll call you back. After that, we pick up the discussions after having lunch, like that. So means to resume something. And pick out means you are trying to choose something among a lot of people or a lot of things is there. I want to pick up the best dress today. I'm going to mall, like that you can say. And pick out means you are trying to take a very small portion of food that has been served to you. Pick at. My brother always picks at food. My brother mom always always scold me. My mother always scolds me, like for picking at food, ମାନେ ମୁଁ ମତେ ଯାହା ଦିଆ ଯାଉଛି ମୁଁ ତାକୁ ଅଧା ଖାଉଛି ବୋଲି ମୋ ମାମା ସଦାବେଳେ ଗାଳି ଦଉଛନ୍ତି. So I can say that like that. So I always get a lot of scolding from my father, from my mom, because I'm always picking foods. Are you picking at food? Don't do that here, like that. ଆପଣ ଦେଖିବେ ଟିକେ ନୈଷ୍ଠିକ ବ୍ରାହ୍ମଣ ଘର ରହିଥିବ ଯଦି, like in this Thursday normally they'll take everything. Don't pick at food. Today is Thursday, don't you understand it? Don't put anything on the, don't pick at. So pick at means don't leave anything, don't pick at মানে ଆପଣ ଅଳ୍ପ ଖାଉଛନ୍ତି ଅଳ୍ପ ଖାନି, you take the whole things. And pick through means you are trying to search very carefully some things. I'm just picking through all the piles of food or something like that. So there are drawers, anything, or the shelf. You can say I'm picking through the stairs or shelves to find out anything left out, or I'm searching for the diary, like that you can say. So this is all about something called pick up, pick out, pick at, and pick through. And believe me, these verbs are quite interesting, my friends. Use it appropriately. The more you use, the more you get. Double comparison. The higher you go, the cooler you feel. The same things, the more you utilize the same things, you have to also gain a lot of things. It is all about utilization. This is not about theory classes I'm going to teach you. Upon something, you are not in a situation, guys. I want to give you that much of things where you can you can just learn some things, get it by heart, or something called memorize, and you can simply go. It's not the right way. You have to always use it as it is. Upon use करो, just use it. And let me tell you, like after this few days hiatus, like let me start the practice session for you. Most probably Monday. Get ready for that. We have to do it. Whether you participate, you don't participate, we got everything. I'll display all the, nothing to worry. गोटे चैप्टर विषय रे गोटे सब्जेक्ट ऊपर कहया पे किछि वर्ड्स रा आवश्यकता पड़थे आई डिस्प्ले ऑन योर स्क्रीन so you have to just manage these words, try to use these words and speak something. You can at least say 3 to 4 words, I mean points, that's enough. Okay, so before I can go to the next session, to explain or share some I like some tips like how to speak English. Can you tell me, is there any problems with the things that has been given to you, or it is okay? If it's okay, you can put a thumbs up mark. Otherwise, you have any doubt, you can ask me. Yes sir, please.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, please.
Sir, can picket use only negative sentence?
Of course, peek at. Peek at is always used in the negative sense. That's why don't peek at. You're right. And we don't use anything except for food and other things. Like dekhantu, ei jo jinchada mu use korchi, if you take the phrasal verbs as a whole, you will find a lot of phrasal verbs, those who are insignificant in your life. There is something called insignificance. Try to underline the word insignificant. Means that much, it's not that much of importance. So always use the phrasal verbs. That is, it is ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟେ word କହୁଛି, like ମୋ voice ଟା ମନେକର ଶୁଭା ଯାଉନି, ମୁଁ କହିଥିଲି already. Suppose ଆପଣ କ'ଣ କହିବେ, please sir speak it loudly. So don't you think that you are trying to suppose forget I am your friend, but your boss is there. ଆପଣଙ୍କ phone ରେ ସେ କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା ହଉଛନ୍ତି. Suppose Ramnath sir is my boss. So sir ଯାହା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଟିକେ slow ଶୁଣା ଯାଉଛି ମତେ. So can I say please come loudly sir? So don't you think it amount to some degree of indecency? So that's why I can say, could you please turn off your voice? Turn off. Dekhantu, gote phrasal, that's a very significant phrasal verb. There's so many phrasal verbs are there, but we have to pick out the important ones that you can use in your day-to-day life. So these are the important verbs, phrasal verbs, more specifically. You can use it. And whatever the phrasal verbs I'll give you, I'm going to give you almost 200 phrasal verbs. I believe I have given already maybe some 15 or 20, and this is another 4. Let me 20 phrasal verbs. Another 180 is pending for you. So I'll give you that, and that is very important for you. Means it's not insignificant. It's always, it bears a lot of significance. So your doubt is clear, sir, right now?
Yes sir, yes sir.
Okay,
clear.
Any other doubt?
Sir,
Yes
sir,
sir, please.
piles of book
Piles
huge
of
amount of book.
Yeah sir, piles of look dekhantu, piles of mane kon dekhantu, this is a book. You think this is a book, this is another book, and this is another book, like that. It's piling up. Suppose apanko agare you are an officer in an organization, and the peon or the assistant is putting a lot of file before you. See ette ho goda kar selani. Wow, how can you react? Oh my god, there's a piles of files, just they have put on my table. How can I solve all the things today? Impossible. I have gone through that, but I'm able to just find out only 5 to, or you are sanctioning loan department sanction portion, those are in the banks itself. It is the filing is piles of every day. So piles of book, like it just like piles of sack, like apan dekhitbe dhana bosta gudak upar chura khe, that is piles of sack, paddy sack, you can say, right? So upar emti jo rahiba, like thak heiki rahiba ko, that is called piles of something. Piles of books mane bohi thako, like that. We can odia re jodi am bujhiba, we have to understand and visualize that. Okay, so I spent the whole morning picking through the piles of book, mane se bohi thako gudak mu khoji chalthili. I mean, I was trying to search something carefully to get my diary. Mo diary ta ko bhitar apan janime sir, kintu unless until you go through that, ଆପଣଙ୍କର ମନେକର ଆପଣ ଭାବନ୍ତୁ you have piles of book, ମାନେ ଆପଣ UPSC ପାଇଁ exam ପାଇଁ like preparing for that, or you are doing a PhD, or you're pursuing a PhD somewhere else. So obviously a lot of books are there, କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଇଟା ଗୋଟେ important diary that you have missing it out. So ଆପଣ କେମିତି ଖୋଜିବେ? You have to take out all the books. That is called piles of books. Then you can say that I will just go through all the piles of book to find out or get my diary. Now clear, sir?
Sir, but example,
Yeah,
in
clear.
example, it is a shown files of a books.
That's what I'm going to tell you now. That's I have read piles of book. Just correct it. That's what I'm going to tell you, sir.
Okay.
Here
Thank you,
I
sir.
put it here, and it is just like typo mistake. Typo.
Okay.
Typo means
Thank you,
whenever
no
typing, I have to type everything. Sometimes it gone for a toss. Okay. Any other things? Now it's clear,
No, sir.
everybody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clear.
Everybody, can I get a thumbs up mark or any doubt?
Sure, sure, sir.
Okay. Okay. So one more things I want to ask everybody. That are very important things for everybody. देखो like जोटा को आपको गोटे ओडिया रे किछि कहबी because if I speak everything in English it is not going to touch your heart. That's very important also. Like you guys are spending some time with me, 1 hour every day, Monday to Friday. Sometimes they are opting for this written communications there. So every day you are with me, almost every day, unless until you are having some problems or I have having problems. Throughout the week or throughout the month we are meeting almost. But the problem is that how much you are picking up, how much you are picking up. That's very important. So more gote problem kon hochi, I am not able to judge the kind of knowledge you are going to acquire. The platform should grow, you people should grow. We are just like proportional to each other. अपन जानते x proportional to y बढ़िले x बढ़िबो, mathematics. The same things, if you really I'm getting paid for that. It's not a free service, you guys are paying me. That's I'm always grateful to you. You are also supporting me in a different ways, like you are putting a likes mark, you are putting this is the best platform, like you are telling your friends, relative, and upon jetela class koruchanti, there may be somebody watching you also. So obviously they are also getting something. Is my mom, my dad, or my uncle, my auntie is doing like this. That's a great things you are doing for yourself and for myself or for the team also. But the thing is that how much you are trying to pick up the things, I am not able to judge, because I have no chance to, I'm not getting a chance these days. So I got the required manpower these days, जोटा कि आपन call jibo ethoro, because I was alone. I got 2 to 3 guys, they can call you off these days. They can they can you can, but my request is that आपनकर जहाँ भी माने concern अछि, whatever the concern you have, आपण मते you love me a lot or you hate me a lot, doesn't matter. Look at the like how much you are getting out of it. मु सारों कहले सार कोटा खराब, it's nothing like that. Look, I am your friend, so you are trying to guide me, I am trying to guide you. It's all about guidance. We are not against each other. Okay, so whenever you have some things to any message you want to give, you have my personal number, you can put message right away, you can call me off if you're getting time, if you are thinking about the platform. And whenever you have any doubt also, please ask me. And the second part is, this is something called that you can do it, but what is the practice part? Practice part has gone for a toss. Practice sir honi jota ki everybody आपण माने कहउचंती, and sometimes you feel helplessness. आपण सदाले हेल्पलेस फील करछंती. रामनाथ सर हुंतु, अरविंद सर हुंतु, अजय सर हुंतु, अशोक सर हुंतु, lot of people I have heard the same thing. Sir, हमें सबु बुझी परछु, सबु हे परछु, what to, and it is just like you are just like oh, like that, what to do, I'm not getting time today, like that. एमती आपनकर आसुची, I can easily understand. And life is not smooth for everybody. Like few guys, those who are going college goers, they are getting time. But for few people who are really they have engrossed throughout their life, you're doing some official work, then family, official and family, you are just like a football, just running from office to family, family to office, and you are hardly thinking of English can Odisha, and you are trying to come and doing these great things. But thing is that it should happen naturally, something should happen. So mo jani parni, actually I'm sometimes I feel very sad for you, seriously, because I have a little feelings for you, because you are the persons who has come over here trying to grow the platform. So mu चाहूँची आपण माने किसी suggestion देउछु आमे केमते बढ़ेबा, because I want to start the same things, like I can give you a topic, you can speak it up, किंतु very honestly सेही दिन किछि पिला join करनाती, maybe they feel that मो एडा मो काहा को आक्षेप करि कोने, I'm telling the fact. आपण भाबुथिबे जे मो आदि किछि क्लियर माने कहूनी कोन पई join करिवि, so that's a bad precedent also. If I देखो आपण मोटू सुनुचंती सेमते आउ जणे, this listening is a skill, it's not about only speaking. आपण जदि listen करिवे, जदि सुनिबे, you can also learn 2 to 3 things. आपण आज त किछि सुनि सुनि तो मोटू भी मन रखुचंती ना, okay, this guy is speaking something, let's listen. So listening is a skill. जदि हम गोटे स्टार्ट करिवा, जदि आम गोटे टॉपिक दबा ठीक अच्छे आप 5 जन पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे एंड अदर्स आर नॉट गोइंग टू पार्टिसिपेट बिकॉज यू फील शाय और समथिंग हैपेंस बट डू पार्टिसिपेट डू अटेंड द क्लास कहीं आम एटा को दी प्रकार वे विभक्त करबा the first half an hour will be completely devoted towards speaking and the next half an hour I'll be teaching you something teaching will be 100% there we may skip the because it's my prerogative it's my all interest that I have to teach you something new आप माने आज आछंती and आज मो किछ पढै न थांती if I go like this no आपन को तो भल लागि थांता हुए तो you like me in a different way आपन को ठीक है सर किछ कहउतले सुनतले but I can't justify my profession in this way I have to teach you something यदि मु गोटे नुवा जिन सिखेली that is good for you also you can use it appropriately but my sincere request अपन participate करंतु न करंतु it doesn't matter मु जानि छि like suppose x guy has joined right now so it is always difficult for everybody to participate in the debate कहीं अपन सेति केरा confidence न आछले अपन कहि परिबेनी the way Arvind sir can speak the way Ajay sir can speak the way Ashok sir can speak maybe the new Saswat sir Shakti Prasad he has joined recently he may not be that much of confident to speak but kichi to parimanar kahi hobo that is something you can improve and other guy can follow you there is a mixture of that experience and young guys they are trying to mix it up okay experience and greenhorn they are trying to make a formidable combination so more jinso hochi starting from Monday onwards amar to class rahi tomorrow and I'll be teaching you something new and do practice I'll be sending a topic jemti amar chalthila you have to speak something it's my request otherwise
Yes, sir.
if you are not trying to come out from your shell it is quite difficult for you dekhantu let me tell you one thing apan ko outre bi कहूची let me tell you once more if you want to learn cooking let's go to the kitchen and learn it by going through a book you cannot apan mate सुनौछन it's okay I understand but apan न कहले apan कहि परिबेनी the best way try to listen my word the best way to speak English is to speak English the best way to ride a bicycle to actually ride it the best way to ride a bike is to drive a bike is to actually ride it so the meaning ta kon hला जोटा आपण करिवा को चाहउछन सेटा करंतु the meaning is like this ओडिया रे जदी हम कहबा it will by listening it only solves only 70% or only 5% of 10% 50% your problem and believe me the lion's share lies with speaking आपण माने स्पोकन इंग्लिश क्लास सर करछंती मैडम बा सर माने तो आपण किछि कहिबा पय बाध्य जदी एठे न कहिबा कोठी कहिबी टेल मी and do you think that na imti mo kahi no look don't do like this please try to justify my situation and your position also तो आपने किसी justify करियो like in 1 hour it's not a joke actually let me tell you I made a joke ko there is nothing joke Rani Panda dance ko that we are here for a serious business तो आपण माने जदी किछि न कहिबे तो how can you improve yourself the improvement is mandatory how can I judge ourselves how can I judge you how can you judge me mu gote word कहitili operation is successful the patient died the same thing is going to happen you may call me I am the best I am the best surgeon in the world I have got this degree those things and you ask me sir what about the patient no the operation was successful but what about the condition of the patient the patient died the patient ta mori gala successful operation successful होला बोली हमें काहे कहबा so I am not the best guy or I am not the right teacher for you my platform is the not right platform for you if you are not speaking so it is my sincere request mu apun ko time douchi na I am giving a lot of time my friends so don't worry apun 3 मास अगर 10 मास नियंतु but speak it up apun किछि problem नाही जदि 5 दिन join करनाती you can check out my video you can call me up do a lot of things are there तो apun करि परिबे but it's my request look man is a social animal and he is always overburdened with a lot of work এটা आपन पई मो पई everybody पई so but in spite of all the problems you guys are able to find out 1 hour time that's the beauty of our busy life all I can say in a philosophical way तो जदि आपण घंटाटे बाहर करछन सेतिर हम आधा घंटा कहि परिबानी जदि न कहि पर हम काहू तो सुनि परिबा so why can't you do that जदि सेटा होउनी मो भाबु जे हम इंप्रूव करि परिबानी आउ हमर जो उद्देश्य रखी के आपण एटे जॉइन करछंती I don't think it's going to help you out or help me out also so please help me to achieve the target that I have been assigned for you. आपण starting from Monday आपण किए भी देखो आपण पांच जण कहबे doesn't matter किंतु अन्य माने जॉइन करंतु आपण एम्ति भाबिबेनी तो मु तो किछि कहूनी मु no no it's not like that. By listening others you can learn something, like Ramnath sir is there with 3 months, Arvind sir with me 3 months, Ajay sir with me 3 months, Ashok sir is with 3 months. A lot of people are there, they can speak, others can just listen to them how they are reacting actually, and what is my view, mu tanku kemti rectify karuchi. So that is the process, you have to learn the process, and believe me, it is the natural process. You have to make mistake, I will rectify, you have to rectification happens, you have to speak, and there is an error or something called mistake, it will be rectified, then you have to go to the next level. That is how it will go. Everybody, this is the natural process. It happens to me, it is going to happen to you, it is going to happen to X guy also. So आपण भाबिबेन जे it is something comes naturally. How will it comes naturally? आपण जे कोनसी गोटे भलो वीडियो चैनल देखंतु, आपण से समस्त कहबे practice is the makes the man perfect everywhere. आम प्लेटफॉर्म तो सब अच्छी मु देखुची, very honestly आपण मानु कहूची, I am very happy, like, and I got a good bunch of guys who are technological savvy, they know everything, they are very polite, docile, everything. I'm so happy as a trainer, I always I'm so happy. And the second thing is that you guys are obedient whenever I'm trying to say, this pin drop silence is there, as if you are just like small kid, mu gote abodhana ki boschi, like school teacher. But still I am very proud of you guys, really, as a friend, as a philosopher, as a guide, or some of my also brothers like that, sisters like that, I don't have any problem. More gote problem sir hoche am platform re practice ta problem जोटा कि मते बहुत खराब लागे समय समय, and I want to do how I'm going to do it. So please just help me out to do little bit practice for yourself. आपण किछि न मते एठी practice करू, जदि आपण चाहउछन्ती actually time हो, it's okay, I understand. You are not a sitting, you are not person who is idling away your time. You have a lot of things to do in your life apart from joining this class. This is not the you are the sole, maybe most of you are sole bread earner for your for your family. So you have a lot of things to do, you have a family to look after. देखो मुझे तो इंग्लिश कहू छी अपन, you have a family to look after. Look after means जत्न नबा. आपण काहे एंती कहि परबेन, जदि मो कहि परछि, मु तो ओडिया मीडियम पिला, मु तो बहुत खुशी लागुची जेतला मो ओडिया मीडियम कहूची, मते बहुत खुशी लागे. Really I am a Oriya medium guy, and you are also Oriya medium guy, we are the same tribe. तो जदि सेटा मु करि परछि सर, आपण काहे करि परिबेन, आपण कहबे जे सर आपण सदाळे एटा यूज करछन, ठीक अछि, my proficiency touches 90%, you can go for 20%, why can that's not going to happen? You have an excuse, you can say sir ठीक अछि, आपण सदाळे पढौछन, पांच टा ग्रुप रे पढौछन, you are always mingling, you are trying to create a lot of content, so आपण को सेतरे मज्जी के रहि जाउछ, ठीक अछि. If my proficiency level touches 90%, it never 100%, मु निजे को केबे 100% हेइ परिबिन, because I have a lot of way to go. तो जदि मु 90% टच करि पारुछि, why can't you touch only 10 to 15%? आपण करि परिबेनी कोन? You can. Even जेते भी आपण पारे टाइम थेबे, सो मु भाबुछि आपण मते टी टाइम देबे on Monday itself. I am going to send out a message in the group itself, आपण जो ग्रुप रे अछंती, that this is the topic for tomorrow. Please prepare it, and we are not, and अन्य मानन को जो माने पार्टिसिपेट न करिए, please join the class, attend the class. कहीं कि ना first half, maybe 20 minutes will be just try to discuss some things, and the rest 40 minutes I'm going to take your class. The class will be there. Okay, so this is the things, the message I want to spread it out to every group. I'm going to spread it out, and your things was missing, so I believe it is going to help you out, everybody. Anything, any suggestion,
Sir,
yeah
sir, actually may you extend this class more 10 minutes or 20 minutes for the speaking?
Yeah, we can. I don't have any problem, sir. Look, I have a batch starting at 10 o'clock. So even whenever I'm going to leave you at 9:30, so I can spend, I don't have the luxury spending another 15 minutes, forget about 10 minutes.
Only we will spend it for our speaking
Yeah, of course, sir, we will. That's what I'm going to do. We have to. There's no other option. देखो आपण मन तो पढ़ी लेनी, बहुत दिन जान लेनी, but what about the practice part? Practice ता केमती करिवा सर? आपन केमती मु छाड़ देबी जे लाइक नो हाउ कैन आई फील नो आपन गोटे दिन भी मो सहित अछंती माने आई फील यू आर माय ये जस्ट लाइक एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली मेंबर्स यू ट्रस्ट मी सो आई हैव टू गिव यू दैट ट्रस्ट टू यू तो
This is my personal view, sir. We may take
yeah of course
others'
I don't
opinion
have any
also.
problems look any suggestion regarding the improvement of your knowledge in English any suggestion regarding the improvement of our plan our platform everything is always welcome sir always welcome let me tell you from the bottom of my heart I never take any suggestion any negatively because you guys you know upon why you are telling like this no it's my it's not like that look I always feel you know the decentralization of power it's not about me it's about we so jodi upon mar which suggestion achi you can very much put across देखो केते फ्रेजाल भाव मु लगौछि यदि मु लगै परछि अपन सर काहे लगै पाइ सेटा तो मु क्वेश्चन करछि अपन मते एक्सक्यूज दियंतुनी सर अपन 24 आवर इंग्लिश कोर्स नेवर सर हैपेंस मु या पर ओडिया सर आरंभ करी मो समटाइम्स एन आई लव ओडिया भी मच किंतु एटा मोटे स्किल हिसाब रे पढुछि मु याको शो ऑफ रे केते पढेनी माने मु इंग्लिश जानि छि मु समस्त गारे शो ऑफ करबी इट्स नेवर हैपेंस टू मी there is a time I just you know show up the person who are trying to you know poke me so right now that part is over तो मते का शो ऑफ करियर नाही मु आपन को पढेली आपन बुझी पाइले देन आई विल जस्ट लॉग आउट फ्रॉम दिस सेशन आई एम कंप्लीटली टिपिकल ओडिया गाय so if that is there मु जदी कहि पेरे सर आपन निश्चय कहि पेरे प्लीज ट्राई टू ना बूस्ट ऑफ योर कॉन्फिडेंस इनसाइड मु आपन को बहुत कथा कहूची आपन करि परिबे यू हैव द लग्जरी ऑफ डूइंग दैट थिंग्स ओके so anything see anybody Ashok sir anything you want to add Ashok sir
Everything is okay. No what to sir.
okay thank you sir Ramnath sir anything you want to add okay Sanjay ji Sanjay Malik Muktikant sir can you hear me everybody am I audible
Yes sir.
okay
Yes.
Muktikant sir आपण सुनी परछन मते I think some issue is there from their side Devjani ma'am as a teacher what's your suggestion Devjani ma'am आपण कहंतु
Yes, sir. Everything is okay, sir.
okay so anyway you have any personal view and other things you can share with me in the next session so I'm going to also we'll continue a class on phrasal verbs tomorrow I'm coming with a very interesting phrasal verb